Hello everyone. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and you were sharing some goals you may have had, dreams, bucket list items, trips you may have wanted to go on, and they immediately started either getting an attitude or kind of telling you that, you don't need to be doing that, or almost acting as if you're just being so uppity and highfalutin with the goals and ideas that you have. And so today I want to talk about not allowing other people's limiting beliefs to intimidate you or limit you from living the life that you want. So I can remember having a conversation. I done had several conversations with people, and again, like I said, I'm not even sure why, when you are having a conversation, and because a conversation is a two-way street. You say something, I say something. You express what you want to say. We're talking about travel, and you say what you, and then okay, we got that. But I remember having a conversation with a person, and we were talking about the trips, either the trips we had gone on, or I think trips that we had gone on. And so I went on a European cruise. I had an absolutely great time. And we went to Italy. We started off in Barcelona. Anyway, went on this European cruise. And I was like, and I loved the port in France. So the port in France gave me everything that needed to have been given. And so it made me want to definitely go back to France and just fly over and stay, because I just didn't feel like I was able to experience the culture, the cuisine, the shopping, all of the things as much as I wanted to. So this person screws up their face at me and they're like, going back. And I'm like, yes, honey, I'm going back. I didn't know that there was a rule that once you went to a city in a country that you cannot go back again, or if you went to a place that you can never return. I didn't know that there was some type of rule here, but regardless, which we know there's not a rule, but I guess I was a little bit confused. I was confusion as to why this person seemed offended at the fact that I wanted to go back to France. First of all, France is a country. There are so many cities there. You can go to the wine country, you can go to the Amalfi Coast, you can go to Paris, you can be in the city. I mean, it's more than I even have the knowledge of. So therefore, it's silly to me for a person to get an attitude about me wanting to go and visit a country again because I've been there before. I just don't understand. And what I also don't understand is why in the world is your face screwed up about the money that I'm going to spend to go and enjoy the things that I want to enjoy and live the life that I want to live, and I didn't even invite you. Sweetheart, you were not invited. So there's no need to worry about me going back to France or to anywhere in Europe or any other country in this great, great world on this earth, because I didn't invite you. And so I'm very confused as to why you are concerned about what I'm doing with my life. But I find that sometimes if you are not sure, hey, my God, if you're not sure about who you are, if you're not sure about how you want to live your life, if your self-esteem is not intact, you can allow other people's limiting beliefs to make you feel like, oh, well, I shouldn't be doing that, or I shouldn't be doing this. Or if you say that, oh, you shouldn't be doing it, you might feel like, oh, you know what, I shouldn't share what I have going on. I shouldn't share what I want to do, all of my goals, my gifts, my talents, my abilities. Honey, what you need to do is just make sure that you find your right people. And when a person reacts the way that the person I was speaking to reacted, it just lets me know, baby, your mind too small, your world too small, and you ain't gonna have me living in no small world. And I just know not to share any of my great plans and big dreams with you, because you do not you do not have the capacity to receive me in the fullness of all that I am. Oh my goodness, you don't have the capacity. And so when people are offended or they have reactions that just don't make any sense, it's not for us to be like, oh, I don't like you, I don't like that. We really, the point of my videos is never to go around bashing people and talk about what they're doing, but it's more so to recognize people's behaviors, attitudes, the way that they're treating us, and use that information as an indicator of whether or not this is a good relationship or a bad relationship. Is this a person that I want to stay in relationship with or not? Or do I need to adjust what I share with this person? Because I notice that when I share my dreams, they go to a negative place. I notice that when I share my wins, they're not celebrating me. I notice that when I share things that maybe we, like if you grew up together, that we didn't experience growing up together. Honey, maybe we from the good old, we from the hood, baby. I'm from the hood. I'm being silly. and we didn't experience, traveling internationally and doing this and doing that and various different type of cuisines. But just because we didn't experience it growing up doesn't mean that we have to stay there. Thank God that we have the ability and the right to grow as people, and in our interests, and in the things that we want to do, and that we don't have to be limited by our history and where we started, and we can go, the sky is the limit, and we can go as far as we want to go. So I just said all of that because I know that when you're dealing with, you're still in that phase of working with your self-esteem, of still going through your healing journey, of still working on finding out who you are, and even setting boundaries and understanding that you don't have to remain in relationships with people as you're learning and gathering information and then applying it to your lives. You can, if you're not careful, allow people to make you shrink down and not come with all your fullness. Oh my goodness. And not be totally who you were created to be because of their attitude and how they're treating you. But I just said all that to say, do not allow other people to limit you, to make you shrink, to make you dim your light because of their limited beliefs and their limited mindset. And that's it. Until next time, toodles.